Hey, how's everyone doing? This is the last part of this mini game series that I've been working on with the vehicles going on the road. And this one, I actually added a local multiplayer, so there can be 2 players. Now, for this one, I just kept it on everything on the keyboard, so there's no like second player playing on a controller or anything like that. So if I press start, you'll be able to see on the left-hand side I can move with WASD. And I can switch the camera with F from first person to third person. And then on the right hand side, you'll see the second player. I can move around with up, down, left, right keys. And I can switch the camera with, no, I'm not worried about that. And then I can switch the camera from first person to third person using the right shift key for the second player, which is pretty cool. I keep getting that error message, I don't know why. I want to end it there. So again, I followed this tutorial on learn.unity.com, and what I did was I renamed the first vehicle to player 1. I changed its position to -3 on the X axis. Down in the player controller script, I kept everything the same. The only thing I changed was I give it an input ID of 1. And then on player 2, I go to player 2. I changed the position of player 2 to 3 on the x-axis. And if I scroll down, I said the main camera for player 2 is player 2 camera. So the switch key in order to switch from first to third person is the right shift key. And the input ID is 2 for that one. And then if I go to main camera is always going to follow player 1. So I basically duplicated main camera and made player 2 camera so that player 2 camera can follow player 2. Let's see what else. Yeah, and I think that's about it. I don't think let me see if I changed anything on the scripts. Actually, I did. So the only thing I added on the scripts was on playercontroller.cs. I added a string variable of input ID, and I said horizontal input equals input.getAxis. Horizontal plus input ID. Forward input is vertical plus input ID. And that's basically where we got the input ID. On the right hand side, we saw either it was a 1 or a 2, 1 for the first player, 2 for the second player. That's all I changed on the scripts. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. That one wasn't too challenging. It was alright. But I'm obviously gonna have to do more, learn more about local multiplayer and all that stuff to make sure everything's fleshed out, because as you can see, when I hit play here, if I do the WASD keys, or I mean left and right, or A and D for the first player, the second player is still moving, so I gotta fix that bug. But just for the video, you kind of get the basic idea of, oh look, the first player stopped, now I'm playing as a second player. I can play as both, but it's kind of hard to do both. I can switch cameras again with F for the first player, shift for the second player, go back from first to third person. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm pretty much done with this little project series, and I'll be moving on to the next projects that I'm throwing at during these tutorials. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.